Yo, yo, yo. What is up, my dudes? It's been a while that we streamed. I want to actually check what did we do last time? What I think we did some replays from the tournament, but I'm not sure which ones. Let's see. We did Milan against Nande. Blitzwar against Benji. And then also quickly went over CKM versus Sarto. Okay. I think we're gonna first see if we can find some games. What's this? And you know what? Let's see if he's up for playing. I don't know who this is, but he has an 84% win rate. He doesn't have a very high win rate or very high rank in ranked. However, he hasn't played in like not quite 1.5 years, but more than a year. If he's kicking us or anything, then we're gonna try to find a ranked game. But at the moment, nobody's searching ranked. Leave the lobby. He's AFK 24/7. Leave the lobby. All right. Or maybe he's pretending to be AFK against people he's scared. He's scared of. Or maybe you are the guy. Maybe you are not actually called Osakaza, but actually called RFA WM75, and you're too scared to play versus me, huh? Hello, Briss. I actually. Oh, someone's searching ranked. Since I know that you can't get enough of my red for unspec deck, see if you can find. Actually, no. Let's play. I think we're gonna play some Blue Dragons first. Play some Blue Dragons first. Outside of the one match against Nick, I haven't really played a whole lot of Blue Dragons recently. Probably Putin, no, because Putin's not online on my friend list. What else could we play today? Or actually, let me queue up with this deck. It's not red for unspec. In case you thought it said it's not red for unspec, trust me. Maybe it's actually, oh god. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like playing Commonwealth. For Commonwealth, Commonwealth is just every now and then I get like these. I'm like, oh yeah, let's play Commonwealth. Let's do it. You know, for a couple of games, I'm like, yeah, this deck is amazing. Then there's always that one game where everything just snaps and I just get completely demolished and suddenly I can't do shit with the deck anymore. It's just so fucking awkward and inflexible. It's I mean, you know, the thing is, ideally every deck has this kind of weakness, but out of the top coalitions, you know, if we count Commonwealth as one of the top coalitions, this makes it just so hard to play in 1v1s. It's a very good deck in team games. And you know, it's certainly not bad in 1v1s, but if you're playing against a strong player with a strong deck, you're gonna have a very hard time. If they know how to exploit your weakness, or if their playstyle just is very good against this deck. But I still have a weak spot for Commonwealth. I just have to be in the mood for Commonwealth, I guess. Is what I have to. Is one way to put it. Could also play some Scandi today. Get some beacon action, some cluster bomber action. Vickers Mark II. It's, you mean Vickers Mark 11? That's an 11 and not 2, and not the Roman number for 2. Well, it's just a wheeled anti-vehicle thing. It's not very good for the price. But it's still good enough to like deal with PTR-AAs, KTs, unless you're getting overwhelmed by them. And against a single AMX 10, it has a chance of winning if you can exploit the slight range advantage and the stabilizer. But it's just because Commonwealth is so weak in the wheels department. You know, I just need something. I do have the ASLEF, but it's not. You don't actually kill stuff with it. That isn't a CV or something. So the Vickers is just there to, if needed, have something weird that can actually kill enemy APCs. How many games have you played so far, Ghosty, and how did they go? I don't even remember. I think my very first ranked game has to be probably either Eurocore or West Germany, because when I started playing Wargame Red Dragon, I played like exclusively West Germany and Eurocore for like the first 100 games or something. Hey, it's nobody else searching ranked. Great. Norwegian. I played Norway Airborne once. Never again. And I think it was a 10v10 tactical on Mudfight. I'll never play it again. No, thank you. Commonwealth Mech is nice. Glaring issue is though that all of your 5-pointers, they all have only one front armor. The only transports that actually have more than one front armor are your IFVs. You have the TH405, which is a great IFV and all. But outside of that, you literally only get a warrior, right? Yeah, it's the only other thing you get. And those are, I mean, like the one card of Warrior Milans, might be perfectly fine to put in. It's niche, but since you have the spots and you get the veterans, so it's not really that horrible. But you don't have, like I said, this is great and all, but this doesn't quite cut it. Commandos 90 on Elite, they are fucking melting infantry, but obviously the issue is that with only one front armor, first of all, they're bad at giving any kind of support or tanking shots, and also makes it harder to get them into where they need to be, into forests, into towns, etc. And on top of that, your cheap infantry, like your really cheap infantry for 10 or 15 points, ideally, is just bad. You have territorials, but first of all, they themselves, they're alright, They have a battle rifle, which is nice, but they have a law, which isn't ideal. But I think there's like only 2 better options on reservists, like the blinder side. And I think there's one reservist squad that may even get an RPG-7, but maybe I'm just misremembering stuff. Main issue is just a 5-point transport. It's both slow and only has 1 front armor. So like what you want for in your mech deck is at least either 10-point line infantry in something like an M103A3 or reservists at the very least. But since you get neither, that is really hampering the deck. And not mentioning that the already horrible recon type gets even worse. The recon type is usually where you get your fast reactionary flexible units in the mech deck, your AMX 10s, your Hachinanas. But Commonwealth recon type is just absolutely horrible. And that is always going to be a huge weakness for Commonwealth. And the spec decks are even, unless you're playing Moto, but in that case, you know, you're having a whole other number of issues. It's just, granted, you do get some nice vehicles. You get the aviary, which, however, doesn't really benefit a whole lot from the veterancy. Neither does the Vickers, and neither really does the Chimeras. So you don't have to spend a whole lot of activation points, you know, to get these vehicles at least. But the veterancy is just basically useless. And you know, some people like these jeeps and such, but none of your cheap, not the Jeep, but cheap with CHEAP vehicles are just particularly great that you can make use of your veterancy. Really, the biggest thing about this deck is fucking elite commandos 90, and those are just ridiculous. But and the veterancy on a TH 405 is also pretty great. But outside of that, you're losing the Wolverine, you're losing your Challenger 2, which is one of the 2 great tanks you get, or 3 if you count it, I guess, with the M41. At least your plane tab is untouched, which is one of, if not the best coalition air tab in my opinion, or at least for my playstyle. Let me put it that way. The only thing that it's missing is a fire and forget medium range anti-air air superiority fighter that is below the Eurofighter, something like a KWS. But asking for a KWS may be a bit much. All right, we found the game. Chimera is beautiful. It's a nice unit if you can fit it in. It's a bit underutilized in my opinion. It's not amazing, but I have no idea who this is. We are playing, yeah, Red for Marines, which is a nice little fun deck that I like to play from time to time. It's not particularly great. I think this is maybe even the best map you can get for it. It's pretty infantry centered, but you get more planes. You don't get a whole lot of variation. You only get Marines is the only specialization that actually gets a restricted air tab. So I can't get the 27M because it's not available. I think none of the MiG-21s I get. You know, you only get planes. I think the rule is something like if the plane can land on a plane carrier thing, I think then you can get it in Marines or something along those lines. I don't know. There's some weird rule that the Marines get for the plane types, so I don't have a whole lot of planes, and these are really the best ones. Every other plane that I could choose from is pretty bad. You know, otherwise I wouldn't take this SE-22 most likely. I think I don't even get the seaplane actually, or did I not put it in? That's actually a good point. The seaplane is also an SU-22, so I should check this after the game. Alright, so we didn't get anything else, any answer from our opponent, but if we get healer rushed, so be it, I don't even care. I just hope that we didn't wait for a healer rush, you know, waste of time and all that. I don't think we want to go for this because you usually want some proper medium or heavy tanks. So I think I want to go for this and see if I can maybe use the closer range and use the forests to do some stuff with my infantry. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start with the UAC. Let's get some Recon 255s and put them into this bush here. Get some charioteers, which are amazing fire support and tanks. Like tanks in the sense of, you know, for tanking. And he didn't say hi, he didn't say Galakafan, he just read it up. This is just... Again, if I get healer rush, so be it, but I'm just gonna be annoyed that we wasted so much time. Alright. Well, that was fast. It was honestly not enough time for me. I'm a bit too weak for this side, but I do have some spare points, which is nice. So whatever he does, if it's not a healer or whatever he does, if he's cheesing me, I have some way of reacting, but let's just see. It's a Super Pima with air decoys. Gonna name my 2 here. I wonder if those are the whoops, don't load into that. Those are the recoilless rifle squads that he has in there. What's he doing? Where is he pushing? It's a Recon T-55. It's got some base defense. It's not the greatest map for stuff like this, but whatever. Let's just put some charioteers like in here. Actually no, let's get some Watchschützen for this. I can't really spot these T-55s unfortunately. There we go. I spotted something there. This is ranked, so yeah, randoms. Alright, so he's trying to somewhat cheese me. There's a Puma, so I wouldn't be surprised if we unloaded something back there. Alright. Wouldn't be surprised if he most likely has Ericos in there and is gonna unload them somewhere back there. Some more infantry going. You can hit that and kill that, it would be great. Oh yeah, please kill those. I'm not sure if he got them. He did not. Ammo box, he got a crit. That's great, that's really great. That's always lovely. Fine, let's get a new Hind. He won't have enough missiles on the air decoys to do any damage to it. I never understand why people like to play like this, but anything for rank points, I suppose. Find an MI2. Just to have a scout somewhere in case he suddenly decides to fly around with a bunch of hinds. I have really bad A8 for dealing with mass helicopters, unfortunately. Get some OSS. Base carry even. Yikes, dude. I think I'm gonna buy an ASF next. Ooh. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Let's get some new Machutsen first, actually. Get this up. Still has some his Eriko is somewhere around. Oh, that was the Hawk. Nice bombing run by him. God damn it. We only have a B5, one B5. Oh no, we have to SC-24M. Okay, that's for our bombers. Where is Erikois? I'm very certain they're still alive. Probably somewhere in there, trying to hide them. Let's actually get this, since I got extra veterancy. You know, the 2 temples might be very accurate. And there they are. And there are the other Erikois that were sneaking around. As expected. He also bought a CV4 here, which is interesting. To say the least. Oh god, and yes. More you carry. Sneaking around. Wait, did I actually lose my... I bet they went out in the open and didn't get into the building. And then got just wrecked by them. My mortar is now shooting at my own units. KT. It's always great having to deal with shit like this. Now let's hope that this Machutsen squad is actually able to deal with that thing. They need to hit only once. Thank you. It's the Hog again. That, although it definitely got a lot of value out of it already. Yes, 2 MiG-29s. Downvetted. Okay. Right, I actually still have this Mi-25 alive. Alright, this should be enough to deal with, or at least stop stuff from getting down there. Get some, let's CV up. Tier 50s. Are they dead now, please? Get a FJB squad in there. Alright, I think I may have gotten these. Actually, I don't think I did. I think so. And those are charioteers. Pretty sure there's still somewhere alive here. One kill my glass squad. He killed my glass squad. 5. Let's get one squad in here and the other one down there. There should hopefully be enough to protect against shit. Oh, it's a dead B5. He hit exactly 3, which he needed to. CVs in their vehicles got damaged but not killed. Let's fly in there with the MI2. Scout ahead. That's 4 HE, pretty fast firing. Hang on, is he playing Finland? I haven't seen any Polish units yet. He might just be playing Finland. Infantry squad near my spawn city, maybe. They were also downwetted, by the way, so he actually got a bit lucky that he hit with 3 of the 4 missiles. Not too lucky since I have Series EM, but still a bit lucky. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is purely Finland, because again, I haven't seen any Polish units yet, which is too bad, because the main Polish units that you get is obviously the M1 Wilk and the Syria, but the lack of for these units, actually, since they're right, since the Erikois might be still alive, that's actually a good reason to put infantry there. Since I'm playing Marines, my only actual tank is this one, so you know, I can't really abuse the fact that he might just not have a good medium tank or anti-tank plane, which is a bit unfortunate. I hope this is in proper cover back there, but obviously I don't quite know. Maybe we can bait him. Actually land there and only repair it, not resupply it, just repair it. What do I get for vehicles? Let's get one of you in there for some proper anti-tank. Oh, did the PTR 70... Did the PTR 70 just kill the fucking KT? I don't even understand anymore. Certainly don't see that every day. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn off things. No, it actually got resupplied. God damn it, Rasman. Yeah, he doesn't have any proper tanks, but that's... Neither do I, so ideally I would like to buy some M1 Wilks in the scenario, for example, but obviously I can't. Honestly, let's buy another MI2. Maybe it's just, yeah, of course, maybe it's just that he didn't buy them, there's always the chance, you know. Oh, he's counter-motoring me. That's a supply. No, no, he's CV sniping this one. It's also not unlucky, but unfortunate that I don't have any armored CV in there. I'm not sure. I might be able. I could potentially get the Chinese tank CV. For some reason, I have a feeling that that might be in Marines, but obviously I don't really know. There is MiG-29s again. I didn't mean to unload you back into the BTR-70 here. Hakkinen. Right, so he seems to be really adamant on trying to get back in there. Unfortunately, I'm starting to run out of infantry here. Super Puma, that's the one from the start. Oh, he has heavy artillery, that's bad. Because most of my CVs are either infantry or tank. USC, and yeah, that's... There are no proper hiding spots unless I get a lot more of the zone. This is a bit scary, that spot back there, but please intercept these BTR-50s. Let's see what we can do here, because I don't really know what he has there. He's nearly dead. Lack of activity is a bit worrying, I agree. But I think he just bought a lot of artillery. Alright, let's get some... We have a lot of points, but I don't really know what to buy. I'm gonna buy some infantry and try to get a better foothold here in Gregory. Get some of you and try to do the same in mid. Maybe we can annoy him a lot in mid. I don't know, because I don't really know if he has a lot of stuff there. Alright, that's an Idle 90 for sure. Alright, nice, I killed his own T-55. Smoke this off so we can move up our Mudschützen. Let's get another T-55 in this area. Ooh, sissy, that's not good. Let's move you over there. That's a bunch of charioteers. I can't really move the CV out of smoke there. Then it dies to the charioteers. It's a bomber. That's a shit ton of charioteers. And one of them got stuck under the bridge. It's also great. I think the CSC will just die. Oh shit. That's a shit ton of stuff there. Go on, get into the building there. Holy fuck, dude. Jesus, it just doesn't stop. Well, that's, like I said, that is a dead CV, but holy shit. Let's get another hind. That's a dead CV, like I said, unsurprisingly. Jesus! I don't have any hinds left somewhere, no I don't. And that's a T-70M1 in the back here. I don't have any charioteers left. Jesus. Put you into this part. Put you a bit back, I think at this range he's gonna spot the T-55, it's gonna shoot! Well, he spotted the other thing first, so that's great. Let's get another recon T-55. Oh, is it like a... Oh, that's a Tau, that's a Tau carrier. Okay, I see now what that is. Alright, he has a fucking Ida 90 there. Actually forgot about that. Oh, God conquers M. Well, he now has seen where this moved in. It's a very inaccurate artillery. It's dead. It's a rocket pod plane. Well. This rough ground. I lost all of my helicopters here, so he brought an I-90 over there. Okay. Oh, I did lose the. I did lose my. Ah, the CC spotted the T-55. Okay, that makes sense. That's how I spotted the T-55 with it. Okay. Oh god, those KTs, they're gonna cause trouble. Oh shit! I should have tried to micro it so that. No. No. KTs are disgusting. Keep them at range. Yeah, you stun them. That's great. That's great. That's great. Alright, they didn't get a shot off. That's the most important part. Let's move you out of the way. There's no point in losing you unnecessarily. He's thinking it isn't there, so I'm not gonna move it. I mean, I could, but there's no point. Like, I could too. Fuck with him, but there's no point. Honestly, it's just by this so we can do that and then move in with infantry. Oh god, he has a carry there. He killed my shit. I guess let's get some Hellcats because I don't have charioteers left. Oh, he surrendered. Thank you! Holy shit, it was annoying. Ugh, do I know who this is? No. Yikes! That was infuriating to play against. Very infuriating. And I also just hate people who don't even write hello, GG, good luck, have fun, anything along those lines. I just hate that when people do that in ranked. Jesus. I mean, it wasn't really that cancerous, honestly. It was just annoying, that's all. Like, sure, he drove around with a little more than people tend to do, but it's like, okay, you know, it's just also strong on this map, especially from his side. But like, it was just, I guess, like, the other thing is obviously the deck I'm playing, but it was always just. Thing is, I rarely knew what he was doing, and with the way that due to my deck and the position that I was and the units that I had on the field, I was never really in a proper position to properly do a push. So oftentimes I couldn't really do a whole lot more than just sit there and wait. I felt I did a push in mid that basically that did work out, I'd say, but outside of that, it was most of the time just waiting, and that's just against a player who I know likes to do like quote unquote cheesy stuff. Again, it wasn't really that cheesy, like one Eriko's on the left, one on the right, and two Yukari on the right. Outside of that, he didn't really do anything else, you know. That's not really cheesy. But I still kind of was always expecting to suddenly a helicopter appear from behind, a bomber to fly around, anything along those lines, and just having that always in the back of my mind, you know, that was always it was irritating. Yeah, I mean, of course, I didn't have a very strong deck. The Moderna would have been garbage. Like, the autocannon would have been out of ammo after killing 2 Yukari squads. Ooh. You and your Moderna fetish, dude. Moderna isn't great. Deal with it. And actually look at the kill list and not just scroll up and down without seeing. So the Conquer Simon did a lot of work, you know. Obviously they could T-55, and then later the M1 and the T-55 Recon, which instead of shooting at my Conquer squad that I'm pretty damn sure it did spot at that range, it was shooting at my Recon squad. So yeah, thanks. So yeah, obviously we can see only Finnish units only, so must have been Finland or Baltic front with no or barely any Polish units, but I think it's pretty safe to assume that we are playing against Finland. I do wanna take a look at the replay. This is how the Finnish war forces would have won against the invading Soviets. Exactly. All right. He was also ready very quickly. Though I did do basically nothing for 1 whole minute, so I guess he wasn't really that quick. Honestly, that was another mistake. He shouldn't have moved the Puma in here, I think. I mean, obviously it is there to not necessarily secure the flying, but alert him if something's flying or potentially even walking or driving past there. But the Puma to me meant, oh, there's a good chance that he unloaded the Erikois somewhere in the back there and just, to drive them around. If he hadn't had the Puma there, I might have not necessarily suspected him to have Erikois walking around. Though there's a good chance that I would have, considering that I knew he had this back there. So maybe I would have done that anyways with the 2 Mochits squad, but that potentially gave him away. Oh, that's where those came from. Okay, because I was wondering why there were 2 XA squads with no infantry. There were those 2 spike squads that he also that I never really knew where they are. Also surprised to not have any spike squad in here. That could have, if he had this or that spike squad, if he had it in here, that could have potentially changed the whole game. No joke, because it could have shut down my T-55 in mid easily. I lost a lot of units to the Hawks, unfortunately. Especially those 2 these squads. I should have split them up, but I wanted to, if they were to find like 1 infantry squad, I wanted them to immediately demolish them with minimal losses. But I should have just microed them better, because I lost them for basically nothing, and those are 90 points, including the transports. That was I think, yeah, that was a ridiculously well placed bombing strike there. Okay, how did... Yeah, my Mochitsen just refused to get... I'm pretty sure I told them to get into this building. And then they just refused to go in there, or I misclicked or something, and then that's how they got killed by them. That was very annoying. Not only did it cost me points, but I had to use even more points. I had to use more of my Mochitsen that I ran out of. Very annoying. Downwarded MiG-29. Does he have a book in his spawn? That's that's the 86. Okay, that's also the one he had. Yeah, exactly, this one. The 4HE thing that shot at my hind earlier. That I was wondering what it was. At first I thought it's an Erikois squad shooting at my hind. And then the second missile came out immediately after, so I knew it must be like one of these trucks with Iglas or something. Even out of Apilas. So I did actually end up killing them. Interesting, because they didn't gain a whole lot of experience, I think. Maybe I didn't see that properly. And these charioteers and BTR 50 hearts, man. Jesus. It was so much shit. And I don't have any autocannons in my deck, I think. Oh my god. It survives with 1 HP, my dude. 1 HP. God damn it. God damn it. Unlucky, man. So unlucky. What's that? Telak 84? That's the wrong one, my dude. That's the wrong one. He's also playing unspec, by the way. But that's the wrong one, my dude. That's not the Telak that you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use the, what's it called, 91? Is it that one? I think it's called Telak 91. Actually, I'm curious. I think it has a 15 seconds aim time. Let me open the armory tool. Can you take a look at the stack? Yeah, I can after this. Right. Chinese autocannon IFV. You're correct. That is, I think that is indeed in Marines. That is a good point. I think I don't have them because I have to get them with Lucia and Dewey, and Lucia and Dewey are honestly bad for the price. So I have to get them either with the base ones, in which case it costs 35 points with the bad squad, or it costs 40 points with a decent squad, but then it's 40 points for a single unit, and I'm like, yeah. But even though it is a bit expensive, I think it might still be worth it. So much shit here. There was no way I could get it. I could have probably managed to get like a smoke screen if I microed it properly, get a smoke screen in here and then drove it down there. But, you know, in the end, it wouldn't have mattered since I don't think there was ever a point at the end where I could have safely put it in there. And the CV and Foxtrot and Bravo were both alive, and there was no way of getting to Charlie. At least I didn't have a foothold there, so. Micro mistake, could have saved it, but didn't matter. This has to reload after 4 missiles, by the way. Yeah, these sissies spotted the T-55, unfortunately. They actually did get a lot of value out of this. It was very weak in mid, but obviously I think with what I had, unless I would have had to make a desperation push, I don't think I would have actually pushed there. I think what I would have done is... Yeah, my plan was actually to get back into this town with these Motrits, which would have worked because he's CC dead. But I don't think I would have pushed mid because I only had the T-55s here, no infantry to push up with. So unless I, you know, would have been desperate, I don't think I would have done that. Okay, let's take a look at this deck. Can you like not? One second. It's called new deck even, I think. Unless I opened the wrong replay, which I hope I didn't. It's... Alright. Okay. Actually, I didn't even notice that he never called out any Yakari 90. You get 48 Yakaris. You might as well sacrifice 10 of them and just get a significantly better anti-tank weapon for free. Come on, dude. Alright, logistics is fine. Yeah, 2 cards of item 90, okay. This surprise, yes, I don't think you need both of them, honestly. This is enough, you don't need this one as well. Also, he's upgrading the item 90, but he apparently doesn't see the point in upgrading these, okay. Okay, Telak 84. Let's open the stats. Oh, I just remembered. Okay, hang on. I have to... hang on, I have to restart the game real quick. Because... Oh, fuck off, guy. whoever it was. I have the wrong file. Where is Wargame? Common. Wargame Dragon data. Is it PC or is it? Hang on. What file do I need? Armory tool. Which one did I replace? I replaced the. I need the NDF win. And I need these two. Alright. Now let's open the armory tool and hope nothing bad happens. Let's reopen the game as well. Telak, there it is. Okay. Where's the Finland deck? There it is. All right. Telak 84 compared with Telak 91. Yes, Telak 91. That's correct. So, first of all, you get 4-2. The availability is the same. The price is the same. Let's take a look. Okay, survivability, of course, you know, the Telak 84. Yeah, but who cares, you know? That's like, come on, that's pretty irrelevant. How can you see his deck? I should honestly just make a video of that at some point, just a very short video. You know, the 1-minute video. I might as well do that at some point. But yeah, you can open it with basically any text editor, even the basic Windows editor. That's what I use. And then, you know, in the first few lines, there's the user IDs, user nicknames, settings of the lobby, and also the deck codes of each player. Alright. So both of 7HE, the Telak 84 has a teeny tiny bit more suppression, and a tiny bit bigger splash radius. However, a Telak 91 has a 10-second aim time, a Telak 84 15 seconds. Granted, a Telak 84 has a short reload of 5 seconds, whereas the Telak 91 has 6 seconds. But honestly, I think that 1 extra second is worth the sacrifice for a significantly shorter aim time. So yeah, I would definitely use the Telak 91, or you know, just use the fucking Duragun, idiot. Alright, mod paved M1 Jared here. Nothing too spectacular. Nothing too spectacular here either. No Katie. Okay. Down with MiG-21. Nothing too outstanding here outside of the excuse me. Down with MiG-21, which okay, dude. Let's also take a look at our deck briefly. Here. Set is the 90. I do get Evolution to 90s. That's 40 points. Might certainly be worth using. Do I get anything else in terms of autocannons? Like all the BTR 88s and BTR 90s, they're all in Marines, but they're also all prototyped, unfortunately. So that's really the only autocannon I get, I believe. I don't think I get the BVP, do I? No. I get the M60 PB. However, only with those, or with Fagots, or... Yeah, let's take a look at the vehicle. Do I get a Polo? I don't think I get a Polo. I don't get a Polo. How unfortunate. Oh god, I didn't realize the helicopter tab is so bad. Okay, that's why I don't have a Hind with proper anti-tank weapons. Air tab, I do not get the seaplane. Yeah, those are all the planes that I have access to. I could potentially get the Avia instead of the B5 because I get 2 per card. And since I also have the SE-24M, I think that's fine. I'd rather have the big boom of the B5. These are obviously trash. This is pretty bad. It's not trash, but it's bad. This is not. It's okay. This is also bad cluster plane. M60 PBs with Iglas. Good point, but I like him. I like him in the. I might just remove the Iglas, honestly. But back to that in a second. I do actually have a seat plan with SC24, which I completely ignored apparently. Greyhound for some reason uses this bomber, but it's absolute dog shit, and the yaks are also bad. I mean, this one isn't really. It's not that horrible. It has a good payload for 70 points, but it's just slow and not survivable. If it was like the Hog with 900 kmh, god damn, that thing would be a beast, but it's not. Let's actually check. I do get a BM24, but I'm not a fan of using it in 1 versus 1. Although I do have 2 cars of supply trucks. Maybe I could put it in actually. But I'm actually interested in this. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. Do I not get a finish one? I do not. Alright. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just take out the Igla and put in the CSD90. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade it to Elite. I did run out of mod shitsons, so it's something to fall back on. I like these for sure. They're kind of a substitute for not having autocannon vehicles. IDO 90, good point. Good point. Very good point, thank you. What else do I get? I get a BM24, which would be decent artillery. I could put in the HG61A and Sub Rosa, but I like them being more self-sufficient. Do I get a CCC? I do not get a CCC. I might get T55s, but I'm not a fan of those. And I also do not get the Yugoslav. I do get the Yugoslav. Let's put that in. It's at least faster. So there's that. Supply trucks, unfortunately, I only get 15 point ones. This one is actually objectively worse than every other 15 point because it turns slightly slower, I believe. Why would you play such a deck? Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, Infi, holy shit. I haven't seen you in long ass time, holy shit. Are you still such a Challenger fanboy? But yeah, fun. Like obviously it's not a very strong deck. It's fine, you know, but it's certainly not top tier. But it's just a fun little deck that I like to play. Oh, you still watch my vids? I mean, I haven't seen you in the comments or something either in the longest time. You know, I imagine that a lot of people just moved on and don't even watch me anymore. Like I have like 4,000 subscribers or something, and I get like 800 views per video, as is normal. But so as with nearly every channel, a good chunk of the subscribers are just not even watching anymore. So that's what I expected a lot of people to do, which is fine. Also, I'm subscribed to a lot of people I don't watch anymore. Anyways, right. What shall we play next? Yeah, those nice comments. I haven't seen them in years as well. This is a Christian channel. What did I say? Cook. Who is that? Is that Baofei? Who was that? Oh, it was Universal. Let's see. Is there any 1 versus 1 lobby? Shall we play Eurocore? It actually has been a while that I played Eurocore. You're not wrong. National Holidays Game. That's also a name that I haven't seen in Wargame in a long time. Tactic. I was actually thinking about maybe turning a 10v10. Do I still have? Hell yeah! I started on my US decks. I put the eagle in blue font afterwards. I don't know why. I saw a random dude in war chat doing that when it's one of his decks. I found it so fucking typical US player type of thing. But let's try a 10 high point 10v10. No conquest. No running games. Can I? No. I want a high point 10v10 on Asgard. That's no support. Hell yeah, high income. Hell yeah. Where is it? There. Literal harassment. Oh god. This is just, I mean, you can see it for yourself, right? I've only Rifleman 90s. I should probably take base Rifleman. What am I doing? I probably should take base M1. Tomcats. Can I take a second card of Tomcats? I can. I think I'm gonna take 2 Tomcats instead of 2 Seagulls. Nighthawk is not very good because you can't really fly around. Oh god, it's starting. I hope none of you are on Red for and stream sniping. Why Eugene doesn't release a patch? Honestly, it's just because there are probably a decent amount of players who switched over from Wargame to Steel Division. Not only because, you know, they might prefer the game, but also just because it's getting updates. You know, however good or bad they are gonna be. So obviously by updating an older game that they, unless they put out DLC, are not gonna benefit from, it's potentially gonna drive some players away from the newest game. Where did my M1 go? Oh, I thought. Oh, I think I edited the wrong deck. I see now what happened. Okay. I did edit the wrong deck. I did the other 10v10. Edited the other 10v10 deck. That's what happened. Okay. Let's get some pivots. Because I don't know what type of with how many helicopters they're gonna start with. I'm not gonna buy any M1 A2s just yet. I don't have a motor. I mean, I'd love, dude. I'd be so on board with the balance patch. But is that universal? No, it's literal. Fuck off, dude. I'd be so on board with a balance patch, obviously, but it's Eugen. Look at this pro. He actually knows that you can put this shit here. Probably get some recon. Not that I need it. Let's hope we don't have any stream snipers on Red 4. And if we do, let's hope they're honorable and not actually sniping. Oh god. We don't have a CV4 Yankee, I think, so I'm gonna actually put mine there. I'm pretty sure that Eugen can patch if they wanted to. Last year or so they did the whole friendless thing as well. I think the whole Eugen can't do anything anymore because of focus. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I think if they wanted to make a new war game, that they could probably do. Not do without. Now everyone's moving their fucking CV. Holy shit. I guess I'm gonna unload it. But I'm pretty damn sure that they can actually patch it if they want to. It might even be possible to. Hello? What are these people I'm playing with? Is it? Oh, that's like the shitty RM70. I'm also gay. They might potentially even be able to put out DLCs. Because I'm pretty damn sure that if you look at the store page, I think Focus might not be even the set as the publisher of the DLC, and even if they are, I actually did check their Focus Home Entertainment's Twitter and websites and stuff, and none of them ever mention the DLC, the Wargame DLCs in the slightest. So I'm not even sure if the whole thing we are not allowed, they're not allowed to do this and that anymore. I don't think Eugene or Mad or anyone else actually ever confirmed that. The only thing they said is that it's like a shared, the IP, the intellectual property is shared between them. But I think everything else is just potentially falsely interpreted by the community. So even if it might be the case, I don't think there's any, concrete proof for that.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his right.
There's some stuff that I know regarding Eugene and Focus, but that I shouldn't really tell. However, that doesn't really answer the questions either. Although they do give us an understanding of some things that are irrelevant. Let me actually check DLC. Nation Pack Reds. Okay, Focus is listed as a publisher. Okay.
Awaiting new orders, sir. Just spit it out.
Let's put this back because it's damaged. Everything else seems to be fine. Supply truck going.
Are you talking to me?
Why did my recon die? That's unfortunate. I think I might buy a Patriot here. Oh, left side is looking terrible. Okay. Oh, that's a 4-sec of automatics. And the guy went for the Abramses instead. That's... Oh, that's an cool, huh? Automatic!
What are your orders, sir? Not my war. At the ready, sir.
That's also pretty damaged. That's a lot of OBRs.
Just spit it out.
And the dead Abrams. SMH. Horrible tank. Oh, there are my Rangers. They didn't actually die. Did I lose another one? Oh no, he probably just killed a B-150. There's my Patriot. Let's turn it off in case they buy a seed. I think buying the Patriot actually would invigorate.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Any orders?
Oh god, it's a 3-sec of T-80Us.
Platoon is formed and ready.
Oh, and it's a 4-sec of Bujanuis.
Got something for me?
Put you back. Pull you back as well because you're panicked.
Awaiting new orders, sir.
Yeah, Erika is there. Okay.
Someone called for a cab?
I should not drive into the 3-sec, 4-sec of infantry. Let's get a Tomcat out. You're nearly dead as well. I think whatever. Let's just drive in there then. Come on, get a K-52. Bam! Tom Cruise. Good job. What do I think of the new games that Balaga's working on? I don't know. I don't know what the game looks like. Same with the other Wargame games. None of them have. I think the only thing. Everything we've seen so far from that one Russian Wargame thing that isn't Silver Lacquer, I mean, graphically it looks great, but if it actually gonna end up running like this, and what is the actual gameplay? Like, how does it play? How slow? How fast is it? How does damage work, etc., etc., you know? So, I don't know. And with Silver Lacquer's game, I don't think there's any footage, there's only models, which, you know, is fine. I don't know how many people are working there, I don't know for how long they're working on there, and I don't know for how much of their time they're putting into this project, so... You know, if there's something to be seen, oh, I'll evaluate it on that if there's ever gonna be any gameplay, but until then, I don't know, it might be great, it might be bad, if it's gonna happen in the first place. I think that's the biggest thing with these kind of fan projects, that many of them unfortunately just don't happen in the first place. So I don't really have an opinion on that. We're slightly winning, but it's basically even in terms of KD. So the series is gonna be somewhere in there. Gonna die any second now. There it is. Alright, let's buy a bunch of riflemen, because there might be a shit ton of infantry in the back. I have a shit ton of M2A1 Bradleys? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is this really my deck? I guess it is.
Meet customers for a taxi route. Yes, sir.
Is this some high level gameplay? Hell yeah it is. This is the epitome of Wargame, my dude.
Down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Also some scratch hits.
Need a ride? Ich wusste doch, dass Sie uns nicht lange vorlässt. Lassen würden. Just spit it out. We're on the move.
Do I have chaparrals? I don't. Get some new pivots in there.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. If the enemy is in range, so are we. You'd be blind without us. Yes, sir.
Well, in that case, we will see if something,
Moving there.
or whatever they make, what it will look like.
Good scout.
But like I said, until I actually see, or maybe only be able to actually play something, no opinion. Like, I don't know anything about it, what it's gonna end up looking like, what's gonna be end up playing like, and that's what I'm, especially what it's gonna be end up playing like is obviously what I'm most interested in. So yeah, up until then, whatever. Let's do some helicopter spam shit.
Guns ready.
That's a 27M. Hell yeah!
Setting up a 2AA position there. Guns ready, sir. Not my one.
Getting into the sound is gonna be annoying as shit.
Are you talking to me?
But they're all out of fuel.
Ready to fire, sir.
Do I have another Tomcat in there? I don't. I have downwarded seagulls though. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with your pings, dude? Why am I playing 10 v 10s? Why not? Man, my Patriot is like actually worthless.
Guns ready, sir.
Let's hope he doesn't have any infrared AA there. He does have the Never there. Wait, oh no. For a second I thought that those were the Sidewinders. I'm like, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a... Please don't die, longbow.
I need the tail rotor check. Just spit it out. I need the tail rotor check. Let's fly.
Right, let's get fucking other camps. And my Abrams is just gonna sit there and... You know, can I regroup them?
Just spit it out.
But just so they can share some fuel. Alright, are these moving? They are.
Preparing to fire. Need some extra eyes, sir?
Oh, those are LSCR. No. One guy left. Alright, let's spam some Bradleys as well. Killed one T-72S with my Atacams.
What is it you want this?
Another one.
Are you talking to me?
Don't have the points, unfortunately, for another Atacams just yet. I'm gonna lose some Abrams here. Yeah, one dead.
We're engaged.
Let's hope they don't move it to the fob just yet. You're a bit too close to the air spawn.
Loaded, sir.
Anything else I could fire at? Tunguska. God, this is laggy as shit. Let's see if we can get that MI-24K.
You spotted something? Got something for me?
I did not get any kills. That's an HQ7. That's an abort, 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 abort. I'm gonna get the ammo 24K. I am.
You spotted something? Platoon is formed and ready.
Right, is my ATACMS reloaded already? It is not. It's still gonna take quite a while.
You'd be blind without it. Good scout, one folks.
I'm not gonna play naval.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. Go ahead.
Oh no, 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 why are they moving in? No, no, not my longbow, not my super cobra, not my dab. Well, at least I didn't get the dabs.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Actually, let's do group you together.
Who do you want us to transfer? What are your orders, sir? Anything for us, sir? On the road again. The enemy is in range, so are we.
What tanks do I have? I have 2 M1A1s left. I don't want to call them in just yet though.
Trouble!
Call in some more AA. Oh, those are 85 threes. 4 85 threes. Hell no. Hell no. You're gonna stop there. You're in a great position.
Are you talking to me? Customers for a taxi route. Salvo ready to fire. Sir.
You nearly rode. Please stop there for a second with your 85 threes. Please. Are you gonna drive them into this? What are you gonna drive them into? I wanna get them. I wanna get them with my... No, I lost line of sight. No, who smoked there? No, you goddamn idiot. God damn it, dude.
Unleash hell.
Where's the artillery coming from?
Trouble! Trouble!
Come on. Fire again.
Trouble!
Dude, are those M1 like... There.
Preparing to fire.
Afterwards, you're gonna drive here. What about this one?
It always comes down to
Dude, my tanks are also damaged, Sortik. And I don't want to lose them. Like, even if I manage to kill them all, I still would rather not lose them. Or not lose 1 or 2 of them. Where are all my supply trucks? There they are.
ammo, fuel, spare parts, anything you
Well, they did kill something here.
en route.
I don't know what though. Guess I got to veteran. Let's get another longbow. I hope it doesn't die. But I definitely need the optics there.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Oh, whoa, stop.
Let's rock and roll. Waiting for your orders, sir.
No, those are just helicopters, not planes. We're actually losing in terms of kills. Actually, hey, did I actually kill something here? I don't think I actually did.
We're gonna give them a concert they'll remember. Good scout is one you don't see. Want us to place
Alright, where are these CDCs?
We'll get a better look from there.
Wrong anti-camps. Where are they?
Starting to get dangerous here.
Where are they? Bob?
Good scout is one you don't see.
Yeah, kill the idea. There they are.
Scout's ready, sir.
You're gonna pull back. You're all full HP. That's one dead.
Go ahead, over.
Let's engage. Let's kill those PH sets.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard. It's spotted up.
Where's my longbow? Please. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gunships to tank. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
Leaving this area.
Let's just put it in here, just in front of the spawn point.
Taking it.
Oh god, this is WC 550. Oh god, my things are dying.
Go ahead, over.
Those are these WC 550s. God damn it, there. Oh god, I have 1,000 points. Hell yeah!
World consists of two
Shoot at you.
is ours.
I lost a bunch of my. No 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 no. Okay, my Patriot, my attack camps. Oh, it's actually ready again. I think you're still moving though.
Preparing to fire.
Yeah, you are. How much artillery is there?
At my signal, unleash hell.
Oh god, I just killed a shit ton of stuff there. Look at how many tanks I have left. I have 3 tanks left. Holy shit.
Stalin's organ, they call us. Tchaikovsky's Hitler.
I don't think I killed anything there. Wow. This one is not ready yet. No, it's not. Smoke available. I'm not gonna smoke shit. Look at this tryhard using smoke to against 80 gems in a 10v10. What a fucking tryhard. Oh yeah, let's use AMX-40s because it's on fast move with AMX-40s because they have such great stabilizers. Am I right, boys? Oh, there is it. There are HQ7s.
I need the tail rotor checked. Run close, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Solid north control. They're hot. Start the engine, driver.
Oh yeah, my Bradley army.
Ready to fire, sir. Nothing to report. Want us to place some more?
There's another WC550.
Artillerymen and trucks. Where do you need us, sir? Us, sir?
Right, I think it's time to buy my M1A2s. I got an A1HA bag from someone surrendering.
What are your orders, sir?
That's great. Alright, it's time for Bradleys to move in. What a fucking clusterfuck this is. Is this how you get the Wargame views on YouTube?
You like ballet music, sir? Bigger the better. Someone called you dad?
Hell yeah, this is a mess, but isn't this a beautiful mess?
Platoon is formed and ready.
Super Gallop. Look at this dude killing a Bradley with a Super Gallop.
At your service, sir.
Those are BUs. Did I lose my longbow? I think I did. Unsurprising.
Air defense ready.
Let's get some more AA. Get some more few. I have stingers. See, sure, let's buy some stingers. Pull you back. Wait, those were still alive? Jesus. Those are not yet out of ammo.
Starting to get dangerous here. Trouble.
Where do these stop? Let's guess, like in there and in there. 2 sec of BU and UMs. Oh wow, what a great artillery strike, like actually. Well done. Alright, let's see. I got one, possibly Jurgen. No, that's a 664 BB. And nothing, okay. Warstick of KT, that's cool. There's another 2 stick of UMs. 85 twos, those are 65 point tanks. Warstick of M1 Wilkes. Another 4 stick of M1 Wilkes. It's disgusting. What do you mean this is disgusting? Ugh. Fucking voice crack. I guess let's just fire in there because we can. Just bunch of stingers everywhere. Ooh, am I gonna get one of the DMs here? I might. I did. What am I gonna get here? Oh no, stop moving up, Wilkes. No, stay there, stay there! Stay there! Well, I'll get some, I don't know, KTs probably. Right, my M1A2s. Oh, you're gonna die to Sting. Ah!
Where do you need us, sir?
I can't even buy a CV4 here. I don't have any left to call in.
At the ready, sir.
Should be next to Fob.
What would otherwise
And hopefully he still has some ammo.
Do you like ballet music, sir?
Oh, we didn't lose a spawn here outside of the second spawn, which is great actually. But we're actually still behind in conquest points, destruction points. How many kills do I have? 6,240. I am currently top scorer on our team. We have a CV in here, a fucking Humvee CV. Oh boy. Right, let's move up our M1A2s. We have stingers to tank for our tanks.
Flying in.
Oh, quad stack of panicked F3s.
Starting to get dangerous here.
Come on, engage my Abrams, man. Is there like any cover here? Yeah. Maybe they don't have scouts, so I can actually sit there. I don't have to pull back all the way here.
Yes, sir. We'll get a better look from there. Need some starting to get dangerous here.
Actually, let's see if we can get some kills with this. Oh god, those are Rakunas.
Just waiting for a target. Engage. Ready to pound them, sir.
No.
Checklist completed. Ready to go. Has an enemy chopper been spotted? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
I have some Apaches left. Sure, let's call these and get some prowlers to kill the Yada Tunguska there and whatever other radar AA is there.
Checklist completed. Ready to go.
Have a command in Lima? We do have a command in Lima here.
Guns ready, sir. Anything for us, sir?
Oh god, my Atacams got
Stalin's organs.
nearly killed by the counter arty. Oh, we have Fobbs back there. Thank god.
Want us to
We're gonna go on an adventure, my little Atacamses. Oh, we have to spawn. We have to spawn.
checklist completed. Ready to go.
Even if it's just briefly.
Someone called for a cab?
No, you don't kill the farm, you don't kill the farm. If there's anything left in the farm, then we're gonna use it. But there's a good chance that there's actually nothing left. No, I said stop. Okay, it's empty anyways.
Customers for a taxi route. Just give us some coordinates, sir. Artillery adds dignity to what would otherwise be a road. Yes, sir. Who do you want us to track? The captain
I forgot about the other prowler that I sent actually. Oh god, I just got a bunch of kills there.
don't you get dangerous here. Heading to giving grid reference. Where do you need us, sir?
Right, we don't even have to spawn anymore.
Air defense ready.
I have to say this is slowly getting boring, but we are also losing, which is bad. It's just we are winning on ground, but we are losing in destruction points. But no, destruction is not defender favored. Destruction isn't campy. Why are you flying so deep in? I'm getting like 30 FPS here instead of like 100 that I usually do.
Fresh delivery. En route.
Rest in peace, HA.
Engaging talk.
I lost an M1A2, that's very unfortunate. I lost my Tomcat as well, which is also very unfortunate.
Ready to go.
Kill the TADU or whatever that was. It's a Tunguska. These are all there. Oh, they're there. They've arrived.
Changing position. Air defense ready.
Can we like please get into here? Oh my god. What did just get killed there? Oh, those are some Wilks and a bunch of PHZ-70s. Those are like 6 BMPTs. But my Atacamsers won't be ready for a while. Oh god! No, don't actually. Where are you? You're also gonna drive like over here. I did not get any new tanks. Unfortunately, I chose the wrong deck. I didn't choose the grindy deck. But my normal 10v10 thing sounds just wrong, but... Those are 3 Modernas and 2 M91As. That's great. That's definitely need to repair my tanks here. No, I lost my stingers here.
Where do you need us, sir?
Oh, fuck off, dude.
Checklist completed. Ready to go. Contact.
Seed.
Pack up your gear, folks. We're moving again.
What's but you're not reloaded yet. You're also not reloaded yet. Okay.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard. Angel,
Oh, those are gammas. They're gonna kill my Apaches. Those stingers. I finally have this again, but I don't even have a whole lot of stuff left to call in. But my stingers are putting in work. So much that they're actually out of ammo. Oh, trust me, there are a lot of people defending Destructionist. No, it's the superior game mode and shit like that. I mean, you know, if you enjoy Destruction over Conquest, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, enjoy what you want to enjoy. But it's just wrong saying that, you know, Destruction is better for competitive. Destruction doesn't favor defenders, and the so often used argument is in Conquest kills and losses don't matter, and which is obviously bullshit, but there are a few like hardcore Destruction defenders who like absolutely hate Conquest and yada yada yada. Conquest players have no skill, etc, etc. I mean, yeah, like I said, if you enjoy Destruction, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're the type of player who's like has some sort of boner for it being for some godforsaken reason superior, then yeah.
sky is ours.
No, they're out of fuel. Turn on your fucking fob. I hate you.
Need some extra firepower? I knew you wouldn't leave aside from one.
Just shoot here in the middle.
Fire when ready.
Just put a shot back in there. Let's see what this gets. Those are 600 points, dude. Holy shit. I mean, I just lost both of my Apaches, but oh my goodness. Oh, no, stop. Oh, yeah. You seem to really like this little bush there, huh? Oh my god. Oh, what did I get? 385 points? Probably 3 Wilks. Oh man, dude. This is an Atacam stream. Honestly, I should just resupply these stingers. Putting in so much work. And what about the rocket missile here? A tank and 260 points, maybe some HQ7s or something. Oh no, CTQs, right.
Need some extra firepower? Why do I have the feeling that you're about... Where do you need us, sir?
Hey, my Patriots actually killed something. We're still losing though. And that, like, clearly, if you look at the map, you know. But hey, this is destruction. This is destruction for you.
And its crew welcome you aboard.
What can I call in? I can call in a bunch of recon squads and some DAPs and some super cobras, but other than that I only have supply trucks left.
Munitions, carburant, pièces d'urgence, tout ce que vous voulez. No code. Out. Let's ballet you with, sir. Ready to pound them, sir.
Marksman can actually survive the 20 AP shot because I have 7 front armor.
Grid reference.
Oh, there comes a bunch of helicopters.
Waiting for your orders, sir.
Oh no, not my stingers!
Waiting for an
Ooh, nice Tower 2 shot there.
moving out. We're gonna give them a concert they'll remember.
Where should I even shoot in here? Like what?
Air defense ready. Yes, sir. Bigger better. We're gonna give them a concert they'll remember.
Where are they gonna drive to? What am I gonna get here? It's not too bad, but yeah. We're gonna drive like... Are they gonna drive in there, or gonna... I think they are.
Ready to pound them, sir. Checklist completed. Ready to go.
I don't understand this? Yeah, but I think I don't want to understand this. You're right, I should just resupply my paladins with... Oh no, this fob is empty as well.
It's gonna rain down on them crawlers.
Oh, look at this. I'm gonna probably lose a at least one F-15 here. Yeah, I killed some tanks, but not a whole lot. But yeah, I killed a CV, and this, they even have some more left. Thanks for the smoke, by the way. Actually, really grateful.
Just waiting for a target to fly by. Starting to get dangerous here. Why do I have the feeling that you're about to put our lives at risk?
I mean, the game is basically over, and we're gonna lose, unfortunately. Dude, I have 10,000 points. Whoa, Bao Fei 9,000. Where was Bao Fei even playing? Was he also? He was also playing here. I didn't even check who was playing with me. Oh, that's not what you want to be shooting at. Did the stream die at some point? Oh, it's a draw. What a joke. Dude, 10,000 points, 10,600, 5,900 losses. Literal ras, man. Quasius went negative. What a joke, dude. Alright, let's take a look at our kills here. Nothing too spectacular. OBR, 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 more OBRs, one more OBR, B1A, Wilk 85-2A, nothing out of the ordinary. TADU, it's nice. Longbow didn't get jack shit on. Attack comes 3 decent USs. Mr. WC, Sturm, Tunguska, BV, TADU, Euro 3 Tunguskas, 85-2A, 2 CTQs, not a Tunguska, MI24K. 3 PH sets, T72K1, 2 Tunguskas, TADUM, ZSD90, KT, 3 M2 Wilks, and the 2 Papes. That was the mega shot where I got 600 points. I even got a base VHOR at the end, okay. Man. We'll put base. Oh, this Universal. Where's Universal? Oh man, you even went negative, dude. What a joke. Raven got actually some stuff done. Apache got a U and UM. Nice. These Stinger here with all the Gamma kills. When the opponent got most of the work done. Genius, the old goat. But the god, the rest. I'm the only one who actually got more than 10,000 kills, or 5-digit kill streak. Without not even, not kill streak, but kill list. Kill number. I didn't even lose that much either. %94 destruction. That's probably a 10v10 player. 37. That's definitely 10v10. 37% tanks. That's a 10v10 player if I've ever seen one. Right, I think that's enough destruction for today. And also enough 10v10s. Hello, can you load? There we go. Okay, let's reset our filters. No destruction. Well, I guess we can keep this up, but no 10v10s. What's this? Oh. Let's try to find. Maybe we can find a ranked game. What deck are we gonna play? What deck should we play? Some Scandi? Shall we play some Scandi? Probably up at this. Yeah, I guess you're correct. But I also just got the most kills from anyone of my side. But still, it's like we got most of the map, and yet we. I mean, it was a draw, but technically we lost the game. It's just. Yeah. And I'm not like saying, why don't you guys play better like I do? Like, of course, I kind of had an easy task, but still. Um, we could only push so hard, right? I guess. If I would have been more aggressive, I would have lost a whole more tanks. Like a bunch of my Abrams were also damaged. Oh, you were grinding in mid? God, that's awful. That's awful. Oh, oh, yeah, we actually did get the worst map, I think. Actually, maybe Mudfight is worse, but this is so bad for Scandi. Holy shit, this is so bad for Scandi. God damn it. Holy shit. I actually feel like surrendering, but I'm not gonna surrender. This is like actually horrible. I hate it. I actually hate it. Oh god. Well, I don't think we're gonna play very aggressive. I don't know what my opponent is playing. I don't even know who my opponent is. Um, yeah. I think we have to make sure that we don't get pushed Delta in Delta. RBS 90s for me. Let's see if we can let's see if we can get a foothold there. That'd be really great. But this is like actually a horrible, horrible map. But that may make it very entertaining for you guys. So there's that. Actually, let's just get some CV90s. One of you to sneak around. We have 145 points left. Should we get an automatic from it? Screw it, let's get an automatic from it. Let's not even start with the tank, honestly. Get some of you here, let's get some more of you there. Just get a recon squad. We don't have a whole lot of recon. We get rid of one of the RBS squads there. And another one of you here. Alright. This might be a 5-minute game. Let's hope it's not.
Okej, vi tar oss dit så fort vi kan.
That's a lot of shit for mid.
Lad os komme afsted. Sømmet i bund.
Caves, so that's item 90. He's pushing in mid.
Brug for ekstra øjne.
Let's put you also over there.
Har du sett noget? Trænger dere skyld? Der kan ikke køre. Avventer ordre.
That's a lot of shit on this side. Get a 1F5.
Det er ikke min krig.
Really forgot about you guys. I did lose my RBS squad there, unfortunately.
Det afgøres altid af infanteristen og hans rev. Tag kikkerten, kurs på dag. Fan.
Yeah, spikes in there, it's annoying. I don't even have a mortar yet. Item 90.
Avventer ordre.
Try to avoid the spike there.
Hører deg. Over.
Not a spike in here, that's bad. I don't have the fighting falcon in here. Which now I'm kind of regretting, but oh well.
Har du sett noget?
The seed? No. Is it a rocket pod plane or something? It is. For this, please. Thank you. I did lose my automatic, but honestly, that's fine.
Er det ikke en krig? Forflyttar. Starta mot dem.
smoke this up so we can drive in with our shock infantry.
Noen som ringte etter drosje? Utan oss är du blind. Till en tjänst. La oss gi jernet nå, gutta! Noen som ringte etter drosje?
Oh, go on, please hit these.
Ja, hjelper dem med jorda. Dette er ikke noe blivende sted. Utan oss.
What's that rocket pod plane again? I lost my leopard there. It's very unfortunate. Nice, it's a tank that. It's actually looking pretty good. The main issue I think right now would be if something would be sneaking around. Stuff like that. It's the main thing that could fuck me up right now.
Vi hører deg. Over.
Like a CV90 here. Get out of there.
Personen informerat. Redo. Til tjeneste. Noen som ringte etter drosje?
Very nice.
Jo bedre.
One of you there.
Geværsjokk. Start til strid. Oss.
Put a smoke screen up for you.
Vi er klar til skudd.
Smoke screen is too late. Ah. Fortunate, but so be it.
Hvad kan infanteriet gøre for dig?
Oh, really? You hit? You missed.
Utan oss er du blind.
It's actually very annoying. It's got a new automatic, but still. You just have to smoke micro or automatic.
Det er mitt liv.
Jesus.
Til tjeneste.
Maybe an ASF would have been better in hindsight.
Det er ikke min krig. Aldrig hver mann som tar støyten. Blir det bra for meg?
They reload so damn quickly.
Fotballliv.
I actually got them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy an ASF next. Jesus Christ, how many do you get?
Er det noen ordre?
Let's keep a smoke screen up there for automatic
Trenger dere skyss?
and buy a block next because honestly, next one is yeah, there's the next one already, and the one after it as well. And he has his own ISF ready. It's unfortunate.
Fjenden er inden for rækkevidde. Er vi det også? Javel. Fjenden er inden for rækkevidde.
Get in there. And he has spikes in this town now, which is very bad for me. This makes Bravo very... Maybe I should stop Bravo and only try to hold on to this town. It's maybe the best course of action.
Det afgøres altid af infanteristen og hans rifle. Hvis noget flyver, sprænger vi det i luften. Vi er klar til at skyde. I don't think about him up for prospecting. Vi er klar til at skyde. Kontakt!
Alright.
Vi er klar til at skyde.
Okay.
I slutändan står striden.
Please. Thank you. No!
Ja, hvad vil du egentlig?
Get a new recon squad in there.
På momentet. En bra spanare helt död.
That's still a T-55 there. Ah, for Christ's sake. This little piece of shit is so goddamn annoying. Let's get another automatic here.
Hvis noget flyver, sprænger vi
Good chance he doesn't have seed in his deck. If he does, well... Is this actually Finland again?
flyver, sprænger vi det i luften.
I, again, not see any Polish units and this guy is using Finland. Have you seen any Polish units so far?
Vad vill du ha den här gången? Man som prospecting.
Right, shock recon, you're correct.
Er der nogen taxikunder? Vi er klar til at skyde. Ja, hvad vil du egentlig? Ikke for ingen.
God.
Er det ikke min krig? Avventer ordre.
I think it was the second one there.
Motat! Åh, fan.
Are you kidding me? Ah.
Hvem skal vi hente?
Come on, did you really miss? Oh, why were they moving so? Oh my god,
Fortsæt.
that is annoying.
Kanon er kontrolleret og klar.
Probably turn on the MG here.
Hvis fjenden er inden for rækkevidde, er vi det også. Nogen som ringte til
I can hold this foothold back there. There's the other one. Okay, good, good, good. I found it. It's actually very important. There's still the issue with the tough there, but at the moment I can't really get the Salamandra. But at the moment I can't really get anything to do with that in terms of planes because he has his MiG-29 up, of course.
Spanarna är redo.
Get a beacon. Because we can. Yes, an infantry CV in there because we saw the star, whatever it's called. Are you telling me that?
En bra spanare är en död spanare, sägs det.
Come on, please, just deal with it.
Är alltid gevärman som tar spöten. De har sett oss.
No, what a timing. What a fucking time. It's my fault, but it's still bad timing. Are you kidding me? I should have waited until I dealt with. Really? Really?
Jag visste att du inte kunde låta oss vila länge till. Där taxikön. Okej, jag måste ha varit så modig.
Well, that was... Oopsie. All in all, a lot of this was avoidable, but... And the automatic is also still alive, so that's great. What a roller coaster. Killing what feels like half his planes is obviously amazing. Still though, having lost the only beacon that I have to my own mistakes is annoying. Come on, I'm not stupid enough to keep the automatic at the same place. Well, that's good, I killed a shit ton of his planes.
Spanarna är redo.
Get a CV4 is 2-pointer here.
Vem ska vi hämta? Hotat! Ja, chef. Ta oss i järnvågorna!
He has an infantry CV in here as well, but having lost my beacon like an absolute idiot. I can't really do anything with that information, unfortunately. This is now dead, this is very good and very important. You know what, let's also prepare a push over here.
Har du brug for et lift? Hvis noget flyver, sprænger vi det i luften.
His KT is probably even out of ammo,
Javel.
because it probably shot a shit ton at my infantry.
Spanare, en dödsspanare sägs det. Behöver du skjuts? Har du något till mig? Där taxikön.
I think we also want to buy 1-2 there next. 1-1, sorry.
Du ser bara till.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. So I think I just lost it to the Wilk there.
Start till strid.
At least I hope so. You're dead. Well, that's what I lost it to. T-55 Recon, which is now dead. You missed, unfortunately.
Vi snart flyver, spränger vi det i luften.
Hey, in fact,
Ja, vänta då.
I lost my beacon like an absolute idiot, so that's obviously horrible. However, other than that, it's actually not too bad.
Taxi.
Oh, I missed again. It's unfortunate.
Skynda på, vi har bråttom. Vi avväntar nya ordrar. Gevärtrupp, klar till strid.
Obviously, we got a horrible map for Scandi, but for considering that fact, I think we're doing pretty well. He will try to drive around with those BTRs probably. Let's see if we can
Vem ska vi hämta?
get these CV90s on our flank. That's a nice miss.
Infanteriet göra för dig? Eller för dig?
We get something like a defender on our flanks.
Avvänt ubåtsbruk. Är det någon taxi kvar? Vem ska vi hämta? Kan etablera.
Definitely deal with those air decoys.
Vem ska vi transportera?
You in there?
Alltid hos infanteristen och hans gevär.
Where's our reinforcement?
Gevärtrupp, klar till strid. Jag hatar. Avbesikringen, ill på observation.
You need a mortar here as well.
Många kontrollerar och klar. Tränger det kyss?
I think he's completely out of bombers.
Till tjänster.
That's very good news for me.
Rörarna kom på benen. Är stöd. Hotad.
I don't want to buy SV for the left yet because I'm ticking, so I don't really need to.
Där taxikön.
AT should move our automatic back there. Actually, keep you at close range.
Någon som
Moving up infantry here now to test out for this. I got CV90s on the way. Get some AA here actually, and another automatic. Spy puff.
flyttar position. Start.
CV90s might be enough, but I wanna play it safe.
Problema.
Of course, he hits with both again.
Norrmansskatten.
Gets out with 1 HP because I crit him with my long range missile.
Ja, vad vill du egentligen? Vi snart flyver, spränger vi det i luften. Det är inte min krig. Gevärtrupp, klar till strid.
Tier 50s.
En god spejder er en
Move the
dødsspejder.
CV90 up there.
Plutonen er formeret og redo.
See if we can sneak a supply truck in there, because we have a lot of low HP
Har du brug for
infantry salamandra. That's why we move the automatic up and have the puff at ready as well.
Har du set noget?
I think we could buy a C, but I don't think there's any reason to. These stupid line of sights here, it's so weird. How do I not have line of sight? It just makes no sense. How much HP do you have? I hit you before, didn't I? This is actually ridiculous. I might lose my automatic in a bit here.
Kanonen er kontrolleret og klar. Ikke bare en som påspækken. De har sett oss.
Let's get some more Stormer here.
Er gift på observation.
Maybe if you move you down there, maybe get better line of sight. Kill the Wilk here, it's very great. It's very good
En god spejder.
for us. Did I buy another automatic? No, I did not. Because if I had bought the automatic for the left, which I didn't remember, I would have moved it to the right here. Put you in here and you there, because this seems to be relatively exposed to the KTs, so I don't want to move my expensive infantry squad there. Put you back here. These bushes are not actually cover apparently. These ones are.
Afventer ordre.
Good to know. Actually, sure, let's drive you in here. Maybe he doesn't really have anything there anymore. Just bombard this with our mortars, since we don't have the KT, the thingy anymore, our beacon, because we lost it like an idiot. So what is he planning? I expect him to plan a big push into Charlie. Yeah, like I think it's really noticeable that like for Plunging Valley this might works, but for Punch Bowl this part here is so buggy, so noticeable.
Og klar.
For Punch Bowl, of course, that's not an issue, which is probably why nobody ever detected that or noticed it.
Svækket det. Vi kan give dig ordre.
Did I lose the Scout Defender? No, it's there.
Spejder. Vi er klar til. Lad taxi køren.
Just look at this bullshit. There we go.
Sprænger vi det i luften.
That. Oh shit, he has infantry there.
Vi er klar til at skyde.
Probably Eriko's. Oh no, it's a fucking Wilk?
Klar til at skyde.
A Fennec Tattoo, there it is. Super Puma means he unloaded some Eriko's there, some new ones. Their game mode to do with my Scout Defender.
Kontrolliste gennemgået.
Tell me, where did the Wilk go?
Kaptajn nummer skaffe.
I'll mod you if you can tell me. Obviously not.
Kaptajn Heitmann.
Thank you.
En rute skal kontrolleres.
You're not gonna sideshot my tank here. I know that you still have these there. Turn your MG off.
Vart ska det levereras?
This means that they're dead now. Also move you up.
Ammunition, bränsle, reservdelar. Var överlag. Vem ska vi hämta?
It's new T-55 recon. Alright. Oh, I just nearly got some side shots in there. Just to make sure that there's actually nothing in there. Put you like here in the stormer into this bush. Salamandra there. I don't get some new guys. This is I only bought this for the Sidewinder as short range missiles here, by the way. Not even for the cluster bombs. Yeah, of course. Wow, he finished me off with the gun. Okay. That's not something you see very often. There are the Erikais.
Artilleriet må göra ting med stil, vet du. Hotat! Stiger för ingen.
Oh my goodness. I think we can actually buy a CV now so we can have a +2. A base defense, probably correct. There's still the Salamander somewhere. I should buy some more base defense. Puff is soon ready again though, so I can at least fly that around. Tier 50s.
Bra spanare är en död
Probably
spanare.
just probing. Or as a defensive option, whatever it is. I mean, honestly, just do whatever you want. You won't be able to kill my CV with those. I have Stormer there. New gas. I guess he wants to get back in there. Okay. Also get something like this here.
Check krigen. Korporal. Klarsyn. Ringer du en skyddsängel?
There's the Salamandra.
Är alltid gevärman som tar spöjten. Hvor är taxikön?
Get a ATGM squad in there.
Ja, vad vill du egentlig? Det är ikke min krig.
I see what you're doing there. Oh, he actually got the CV90. Probably gonna lose my CV here. He's very close to it, so if yeah.
Vart ska du leverera?
Let's just hope it doesn't crash on my CV, which it doesn't.
Inte rapportera.
Actually, a carry down there. Very naughty.
Spanare är en död spanare, sägs det.
CV I killed here.
Det är ikke min krig. Avventer ordre.
Another Salamander, that's GG. Oof. Well, we won against Baltic on fucking Punchbowl with Scandi. Can hardly get better than that, to be honest. Who is that? Do I know this guy? Oh, it was Crud, this dude. Okay, okay. I have to say, except for that stupid fucking beacon mistake and some early game losses, I have to say I think I played pretty well, and I think um which is usually one of my biggest problems, I think I evaluated the situation as in like where I can push, where I can put units in. I think I evaluated the macro game pretty decently this time, which is usually my weakness. For the most part I'm good at micro, but bad or not that great at macro. But I think this time I think my macro game was actually pretty good. Again, except for that stupid mistake at the left at my base with the salamander. I shouldn't have bought the beacon until I actually knew where the salamander was or dealt with it. I think that was that was a very solid match. I'm very happy with how I played here for the most part. This was ranked. No, not saying I agree they're great, but I have trouble fitting them in. I'm not sure if they're really good. 15 HP, long range anti-tank weapon. They're very great defensively. They would have been really good on this map as well, especially against KTs since they can one-shot them. I'm just not sure what I could replace. Yeah, super wide game, which is really, really. Which is basically the worst thing Scandi can do. Scandi isn't good at wide games because most of the units are not very self-sufficient. But I think especially the fact that I managed to deal with his anti-ground planes, that helped me a lot. And then I could play that defensive game. I was nearly always in a defensive. Except for when I pushed on the left, and when I tried to get back into mid for a bit after I kind of lost it. PvP Jeep. Not a fan because they have 5 HP and no armor, so they die to a sneeze and get panicked very easily. You mean either of these? They also don't have great range. I think Blitzwar likes these, and some other people also like these recoilless rifle jeeps. I think they're trash. They lack range, rate of fire, HP, armor. Speed and all is nice, but their stats are just honestly bad, even for 10 points. Like a single CV90, a single KT will most likely deal easily with a 4 stack. Because for one, even a KT outranges it one single hit and the thing is dead because it takes 2 times as much damage. Obviously, KT is kind of a niche scenario, but at the same time, you see it all the time. A single hit and the jeep dies, and it outranges you, as you can see. And then the other 3 are shaken or panicked or something, and then there's a low chance that they might even hit. And by the time they stopped and finished aiming, the KT already killed the second one. So then you have 2 shaken or panicked PBTs, trying to kill one KT. Sure, if one of them hits, KT is dead. But first of all, they have 30% base accuracy, and assuming it is even a 4 stack in the first place, and then they are panicked because they kill the other ones already. Of course, for 10 points, the recoilless rifle is 7 RPM, 3 HE, good range, purely against infantry support. Fine and all, But the thing is, fire support nowadays, they have to be able to also deal with like KTs and such for the most part, or just be ridiculously so good against killing infantry that they make up for that. Therefore, ambush. Well, I mean, I want something for ambush or something. What does it even mean for ambush? If you mean for like defensive purposes or something, then I might as well also just use like a wildcat or something, or get a panzer bill, even because that at least also has stealth, So I don't think they're great. I think they're pretty bad. In general, these recoilless rifle jeeps, I think they're bad. Even the M113s with the recoilless rifles, sure they have the armor, but they still have bad stats on the gun, and I don't think they are good. I just think they're straight up bad. Let me see. Wombat. Is that the one with like 15 AP or something? There's one that has they have extra range. Then again, they also have only 8 rounds. 55 point. Oh, the STR V105. Yeah, that's a decent tank. It's a very decent tank. But I have really only one. I guess I could also just run one card of 1/2/1s. Then I could run 2 cards of medium tanks. Hang on, let me go open my deck instead. 105 is perfectly fine. 70% accuracy, which is really good. But you have to be careful because they get one shot by 24 AP, which is Eric's, which is Vampire, which is the thing used by Proletariat 90. So you have to be very careful when it's near infantry. Still, for 55 points, it's a very great tank. However, also only have poor optics, so you have to have something with optics nearby. And since I run 2 cards of 1/1s, I am choosing to run as my only third tank the NO2 because it is, for the most part, strong enough to still be a threat to medium tanks like M1 Wilkes. And at the same time, it's still also cheap enough that I can buy it for flanks and the like. It's like a nice gap between like a 105 and a 103D, for example. Because a 103D, it has immense DPS, but no turret, no stabilizer, means that you have to babysit as well, and it's not really great for flanks and such. So this is the middle ground, the comparison, not the comparison, the compromise between these two, basically. Die to median F2, yes. Although I guess if you're in range to infantry ATGM, you're already in a bad place anyways. Ideally, you'd like this to have 13 hour. Oh, that'd be... Oh, yes. But you can't have everything. I think it would be perfectly fine, honestly. For one, because Scandi isn't great, and two, it's not auto-loaded. But imagine if this had 13 armor and was auto-loaded. Sweet mother of... Yeah. Also, this one is actually, in my opinion, a pretty underrated tank, because it is basically like a T62D, but just fucking better. Like, you have less armor, which will matter against the Apellas, 23 AP. But other than that, you have 2 more RPM, which is basically all there is to it. But since it's mainly an infantry support, the 2 RPM is just a huge deal. It actually makes this a much better tank than a T62D. But I think infantry support, direct infantry fire support isn't really needed, and not really worth the 2 points, although I could replace the Marinejäger. But I have strong infantry, I have CV90s for fire support, I have the automatic for fire support, I have Wildcat and the PNMK if it comes down to it, and of course I have the beacon for indirect fire support. Nick the Man just messaged me saying 35 kmh. True, not very fast, but it's also cheap and has 9 armor, my dude. Even a spike can't one-shot it, and it's a 25 fucking point tank. And the KT won't do shit to it. The 62D is, with 6 RPM, it's just, it doesn't have the fire, so it doesn't have the DPS. What matters is that you have 8 RPM, 3 HE, and a heavy MG. And decent armor for 25 points. But again, it's a good unit, but there's no real space and no real need for it in Scandi. I did say that it's a bit unfortunate that I don't have the Fighting Falcon. I I have 1 point left over, so I could replace Marinejäger and PNMK, for example, since Marinejäger, I only really have them for the beacon. And I didn't really need them in the last match, but in general, they're also that useful like that. So I could replace them for the Fighting Falcon, which is still a very useful bomber to have. But I just like these Marinejäger. Right. Right. Norlandsjäger, like I said, very great unit. And if you saw the match against Stagbeat, they did a lot of work against me and they were very annoying for me. But I just can't fit them in. They are a must-have, basically. RBS 56 are also a must-have. I do also definitely want the card of CV90s. They're way too good to pass up, and I think Stormer are ideal for taking with them. Dragoner in the 5-pointer, not a must-have, but really useful to have. Just, you know, solid for grinding, solid for towns in a way, unless the opponent micros their shock infantry to get into CQC and forest, and just also due to their good 5-pointer, just great, you know, if you just want meat shields. I could replace the Stormer probably. I have these in terms of fast, solid shock infantry, and they also come with a good transport. And while this is not really at first glance a high impact card, I think this is still a very, very useful card to have. I could take these in a 5-pointer and then they are cost the same, although the 5-point the transport is worthless compared to the ammo. Probably worth considering. Definitely worth considering. Maybe even better. I just like these Stormer in there. And the Erics are still, the 5-skim 90 are still very great at defending towns. Alright. Let's actually take a look at the replay now. I'm a bit curious. He had virtually nothing on the left. I think he had like an Erikoi squad or something in this area. And then maybe something in here, some Mikari, but not much more. Granted, I didn't really buy much more either, but I think since I'm Scandi, I think I had to open with some defensive points here, because otherwise coming back into a 2-point push as Scandi could be very troubling. I think I also could have probably switched to Jolly a bit earlier than I did, but I think I still did it at a good enough time. That was a hawk, right? But the automatic killed it, so that's 1 hawk down already. I could have switched earlier to the left, but I think I still did it early enough that it was a good choice and that it caught him off guard. So I had 1 XA actually, but just 1 Erikoi squad. He also pushed both right and kind of mid. Interesting to see him choose the pave, I guess. Yeah, they probably would have just demolished my 1-2-1s and also any other tank that I can field. These 2 paves. Although I guess he didn't really know I was playing Scandi actually. Now that I have completely forgot this is rank. He didn't even know I was playing Scandi, so but like they are best at open range. Though if I was, it would have really, it's obviously a must-have to have the smoke in there, because something like an anti-tank plane, 25T or something if I was using it, but I am not. 27M or even a helicopter like a MI-24 VP would have dealt massive damage to it, or you know, spikes by myself. So the smoke here was ridiculously important, for sure. East Dragona though did a very good job in just defending those. This is again, they're so good at defending as well because of the MG3 and the battle rifle, so they have massive DPS for their points. How do I get Frenchmen to mark balance while he's in Paris? That is a good point. He would have nearly met up with Flogus, someone else from the Wargame community. Well, I guess nearly is a stretch, but he would have considered it, I think, if he wouldn't have been doing something with the family all the time. I did lose the RBS 90 to the Telak. I did actually notice that he was moddering it, but I don't know why I didn't bother moving it, and yeah, that was certainly very, very much avoidable. These little shits here. 3 front armor means that he needs 2 runs of these. And I think I even no, that was before. I think did I kill one before? Unfortunately, I didn't manage to finish it off, and then the spike kills it anyways. Killed one pave here. I killed one later on with the RBS 56 here. Really surprised to see so many people go so light on the left. I think if he had been not as aggressive on the right and instead invested more points in the left, he could have probably just won this game just by holding mid with the +1, holding Echo defensively and just not losing Charlie. Could have, would have, should have. Hindsight is 2020, of course. You know, in hindsight, I also could have played better. You know, so, but it's just curious to see. I think this is the 1 if 5 that I lose like an idiot. He actually gets the second shot off before me. Alright, so this was interesting. You see this is 8 RPM, and my Leopard 1 in 5 has 10 RPM. Both are manually loaded. So that was very interesting. The T55 got a shot off on my 1 in 5 NO2 before I shot. Meaning, and changed my morale. So what happens is I shoot basically immediately afterwards, and then I have to reload with my new morale. Now, if I had shot first and he shot immediately after, he would have changed my morale while I was reloading. Now, here's the thing. If your manual loader morale, if the morale changes while you're reloading, meaning let's assume your Leopard 2, manual loader of course, shoots and reloads, and while it reloads it changes from calm to panicked, it still finishes that reload being calm, meaning 6.66 seconds or whatever the reload is with 9 RPM. But then the shot after that then gets the 300% reload time increase. So that's something that is very interesting. So if they had shot like at the same time, or the T55 just a split second afterwards, I would have won that engagement, because then the morale change from him damaging my tank would not have affected my reload time. That's also something that I just recently found out, although I wanted to know that for a long time, but I never really tested it, which is that, you know, how does morale while reloading affect the manual loader? There's a fucking rocket per plane again. I knew that he had an infantry CV in this area, by the way, and that they had an infantry CV in this town. So if I had not lost the beacon like an idiot, then yeah. Most of the time Baltic is better at getting back into Charlie than assaulting a town. Yeah, I'd probably agree. So I guess it depends on how you build Baltic. If you play it with a Vob and Jurgen, I don't think you're gonna have too much trouble getting into the town. Also, if you are like me or Nando, for example, who also take a card of Spadochroniarz, whatever the name is, in the 10-point Scott, shock infantry, cheap shock infantry, plus Jurgen, plus a bit of smoke, makes assaulting in town, I wouldn't say very easy, but significantly easier than it is in other times. Why did you stream today? What do you mean? Do you mean why? Do you mean when or why? Because if you're asking why, then why not? I don't know why. I don't understand that question really. Next coalition revisited when? Good point. Maybe soon. This is a coincidence. You started 1 hour after Putin. I started before Putin. What are you talking about, right? Or did my stream die in the meantime? And I started like 3 hours ago. When did Putin start? Is he still streaming? Streamed 28 minutes ago, streamed for 2 hours. No, he started later than me. I started 3 hours ago. He started like something like 2.5 hours ago. So I actually streamed before him. And I just streamed because I had the time. I haven't streamed in a while. Anyways, yeah. Oh, we died during the spam fest? Okay. Yeah, they hang on, let me check. Let me check the armory tool. J35. Rocket pod planes in general reload very fast. Alright, let's see. The oh, that's the wrong one here. Supply cost 20 per shot. It's like nothing. It's, you know, to get an example of how long it, you know, as we know, seed planes take relatively long to rearm, right? Or seed missiles rather. Seed missiles used by the Raven, the Harm, 3,250 supply. And the rockets, they take 20 supply. It's like 16 rockets, right? 12 rockets even. It's like 240 supply. It's like, I don't know what the supply rate. Hang on, let me ask if someone knows that. Because actually, I'm curious. Logis and learn. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. More expensive airplanes. I am not sure if that is correct. Because that would mean that what other plane uses the Harm? Is there any other plane that uses the same? Is the ECR using the same? Yeah, the ECR uses the same seed missile and takes 3,250. I guess an example would be the 27M and the Syria, who use the same missile. But I would be surprised if they have different supply usage. No, they have the same supply cost. 50-point supply rate. Or supply cost to heal. I don't think that's the case either. I don't think so. I think that you might think that because more expensive airframes tend to also survive more often. So that may just be confirmation bias on your part. While cheap planes, if they survive, it's very often because there's no AA, so they're gonna survive at full HP. And more expensive planes often also get out with only few HP, which means that more often they will actually get repaired, while cheap planes, if they get out, they will often only resupply their ammo, which takes significantly less time. I think for every ground vehicle, the supply cost should be static, but I don't actually know. I don't know any of the stats for the vehicles for supply costs, for repairing, neither do I know for infantry. I would expect them to be basically equal, but knowing Eugen, they might not be. Very unfortunate I lost these, but good chance I would, maybe it would have mattered, but good chance it would have just been killed by the infantry squad here, because since I lost the beacon, I couldn't really make good use of them anyways, even if they would have survived. But yeah, not being able to deal with these in the early game basically lost me Bravo. And yeah, this was the point where I was like, all right, let's ignore Bravo and push the right, which is the right point. It could have been a bit earlier, like I said, but yeah. At this point, I was like, I was thinking that I'm probably gonna lose a foothold in Charlie, and I'm gonna lose Bravo, and even on left it looks pretty bad. So there's a good chance I'm just gonna, end up with a -1 tick over the whole game because he's holding Bravo, and you know. But I was like, I might as well try, right? There's no point in surrendering fucking 10 minutes into the game. Also, shows this is also a very good example of a game where fucking super heavyweights and the like didn't do shit. I bought a 1-1, okay, late in the game, but it didn't really do much. His paves didn't do much. Tanks were not nearly as important as sometimes people are like, it's only about buying super heavies. No, it's not, you idiots. Cheaper arty gets cheaper ammo. Yes, but it is weapon. That is that is a completely different thing. Different ATGMs also take different amount of ammo. Different weapons taking different amount of ammo supply. That has been the case for basically since I remember. Some things might have been standardized before, like artillery. Who knows? But different types of ATGMs using different amounts of supply has been a thing for a very long time. So this discussion was not about the guns or the weapons, but rather about repairing your units. These KTs didn't even have Bushmaster ammo, so they would have not actually. I was actually scared about my automatic because I felt that against one KT, the automatic is probably gonna win, and with like 1 or 2 HP left, if I'm lucky. But I was sure that against 2 KTs, it was gonna lose. So I guess in hindsight, I obviously didn't have to be as careful here, since they didn't have any Bushmaster ammo left. But it would have still been kind of danger to my CV, but I would have had like a tiny bit of time to react. Actually surprised that he didn't really bother trying to push something here, but I suppose it was because I was from a certain point on basically constantly putting pressure on this side. Also very good, very well, not lucky, but fortunate for me that I actually decided to not push up with these, but put them back into here. So I know this is clear and actually have a foothold in there. Fennec 30mm would have been indeed very nice, but I don't have them in the deck, unfortunately. Although the Fennec 2 that I have did kill an M1 Wilk, and well, that was definitely worth it. How 51? Oh! Okay. So he was also ready to immediately bomb my CV. Okay, good to know. But yeah, that I was ready to surrender. If I was about to surrender if he had killed my CV there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is where he loses a lot of his planes. Orc nearly killing my automatic. I got kind of lucky here. But he didn't. Apparently, he didn't expect me to actually move my automatic. He actually must have seen it move with the Akari. So I'm surprised that he still bombs this. So I guess he either was busy microing somewhere else or didn't see it while I was moving. So 2 hogs down. That's 3 hogs killed, and I think you only get 3. So that's all the hogs killed because the first hog I killed very early in the game and 2 hogs here. I also killed I think 1 rocket plane before, but I'm not sure. Again, the Dragona here doing such a good job because the T-55 obviously with added RPM doesn't really have a whole lot of DPS here. So my Dragona in the defensive position here hold on for a long time and just managed to kill this. This is very great. I also I didn't really want to move them up for 1 because of the KT, and 2 I wasn't sure what he exactly has in the town there. MG3 Master Race indeed. Dragoner or MG3 infantry, they're so ridiculously great at defending towns. This is the NO that I lost to the T-55 here, where at first I thought, oh shit, he has something in here, an infantry squad or something. And that would have been horror for me, because by the time I have something there, there's a good chance he has like somewhere in this forest, and it's like a, chicken hunt or whatever you called it. And that would have been very annoying for me to deal with. Luckily, as it turned out, it was the T-55 that killed which my fast camp. No, just one shot. And even up front, with 25 AP, you one shot the T-55, which is great. With Guardian 85, yeah, they're great too, although they're not really as needed, since we have fast camp 85. Still great though for 25 points by. That's for sure. Unfortunately, I miss here. I'm not sure if I missed because of I lost line of sight or because of RNG, but I think it was RNG. I don't think he pulled back fast enough. Oh, he missed a shot on my CV90. I guess he was panicked, sorry. This one I lost because of line of sight or range. And yeah, and then once I killed the T-55 here, he actually didn't, and the Spike, of course, he didn't really have anything to contest me here, because he didn't I think he never reinforced except for like that one Panzer squad and these recon infantry here, and then, yep, that was too late. Now I got this side, while I'm also ticking here, so that's very annoying for him. And the thing is with mid, he can put pressure onto this side with when he holds mid and kind of in here, but this is very awkward since he has across that open field. And this push here, can do a lot of work. However, he was busy on this side, of course. If he invested here, he couldn't invest more into trying to push me out. And if he doesn't push me out here, I'm ticking. And this one zone counter is basically worth, just as much as that, of course. So this is 2, 4, 5 points, 4 points, and this is 3 points. Though I guess I'm, counter capping this. So if he caps this, is obviously worth more than me only capping this while this is counter capped, but there's obviously no guarantee that he's ever gonna fully cap this. And if he's investing so much into this side as in like to fully conquer this, then there's a good chance that I would be able to fully conquer this. Then very little recon from both of us, but I felt that I didn't really need recon here very much, because I have the infantry in these towns that I should be good enough to spot, and there's not a whole lot of ranges that I need my infantry in, or where I would need the scouts. But he, I think, would have made better use of it, trying to spot my automatic and the vehicles that I had in there. Being able to deal with the Wilk with those would have been very good for him, because now I have the ATGM squad here, and he won't be able to like effectively deal with that. And the T-55 here is basically dead points, but I guess but obviously he has to put something defensively in here in case I try to probe or potentially even push there. But he's effectively forced to invest points into here that if he invested them earlier could have potentially prevented this whole push. So that's obviously for him very unfortunate. MiG-29 hit both. I crit with my long-range missiles, stealing 9 HE because I have 6 HE base damage. There's a crit. A crit in that case is not enough to deal with that. Also, I just got told when it comes to supply rates, you supply 80 fuel per second, 27 ammo supply per second, and 0.03 HP per second. So you supply 1 1/3 of a rocket from the J-35. You take like 9 seconds or something to resupply the whole rocket salvo. And I'm pretty sure that ammo and fuel gets resupplied simultaneously, not one after the other. So you're probably just gonna have to wait 9 seconds unless you loiter for a long time. You're probably just gonna have to wait 9 seconds and your plane is ready again. No, infantry has medium optics, not good optics. Unless you meant good in terms of useful, and not good in terms of the stat good. They have good stealth, however. RBS 56 that he didn't realize was there, kills the Wilk, of course, very good. These fast game squad very happy that they actually managed to get out alive. First supply truck that I bought. The fob, of course, since the beacon died, basically a dead unit for me. I did in the end, have the chance, or would have resupplied the supply truck, but until then, useless unit. Dead 75 points. But yeah, I think in this scenario, there was no real point in having recon since I was in a defensive, and he couldn't really use cover a whole lot here, so there was no point, or no need rather. And I had a recon here to spot early enough if something pushes up, and here I had a fast game, so I got a squad, and scout defender in the back, scout defender here. Infantry CV actually outside in the open. That's I'm not sure if it was that he forgot to move it up there or if it was deliberate, but I ended up potentially saving his CV because I thought it was somewhere in this bush. Order spam would have been good, maybe. Yes, but they're not that effective at spamming, and I felt that he never really had a whole lot of stationary units that I knew where they were, where a mortar spam would have been effective. Also, in hindsight, of course, it also wouldn't have been effective, since most of his units here were on the move, and mortaring units in towns is usually not very effective unless you have direct line of sight. The mortars also don't have enough range to be used over the whole map, especially on this is one of the few maps where, or one of the maps, not necessarily a few maps, but one of the maps where the mortar from one side of the map can't really shoot or be used on the other side of the map. On Mudfight, for example, one central mortar, unless it's a low HE mortar with low amount of range, one central mortar will be able to be used both on the left and the right side, for example. Same with the Plunging Valley, for example. Though that can be a bit of a stretch. That you can only do with 5 HE mortars that have the 7 kilometer range, I think, or 7.7. I don't fully remember. Here the Salamandra was just they lost line of sight. Was just too close to the CV, which is why even with 94% the missile missed because it couldn't turn fast enough. And then luckily this time around the Puff actually manages to kill it on the first pass, and yeah. But though I guess even if I had lost the CV, let's be real here, I still would have been in a good position. 6 minutes left, I'm ahead with 300 points, and if he killed it, he wouldn't tick anyways. So, yeah. Wouldn't have made a difference, probably. I don't know, I'm actually very happy with this. Also, I did consider surrendering after he killed my beacon, although not very much. I would have only really done it if he killed my CV as well. But I actually considered conceding immediately because of the deck and the map. Like tank Scandi on this map. Absolute nightmare. Take a look at his deck actually. His plane tab, what was his plane tab? MiG-29, MiG-20, Hawk 51, rocket pod plane. Oh, it wasn't Finland, it was Baltic. Another MiG-29 in the Syria. Both Sergei mod and the ZSU. 4 cards of infantry. I mean, like I said in the coalition review, you can. Baltic definitely allows you to just only use 4 cards of infantry, and as you can see here, he's also doing it. It's interesting. I feel like these two are overlapping. Sure, the Sergei is wheeled, but if you want wheeled A8, it is also relatively cheap. You can always get air decoys. And for base defense, these are just better because they are actually useful against ground units. And don't die as quickly. They have 0 armor and 5 HP. They have 10 HP and 5 front armor. There's the thing, you get 4 of them. Also fast and good turn radius. These missiles are basically useless, but I guess if you have 2 or 3 of them on the ready, you know, they're probably gonna be good enough to at least deal with a single helicopter or something. Or maybe you get lucky and deal the remaining the last bit of damage to a plane if you're in range to finish it off. But like basically, like sure, nice that they are on there, just like the Hawk, but they're rarely gonna actually be useful. True, Sergei also has less range. It used to have 2,800 meter range on the first, like when Finland got released, but then it got nerfed. Yeah, I mean, sure, again, speed is nice, but I feel that if you want speed, you either get I-290, or if it has to be cheaper, you get the air decoys, or if you quickly want to kill a helicopter, the Sokol, or maybe even a plane. On the other hand, I mean, well then this, you know, saving these points, you could put in another infantry card. You could put in something in a helicopter in an Mi-17. You could put in anything. You could put in a BMP-2 for some heavy-ish IFV. You could put in, like me, you could put in these, which are very nice if you want cheap town fighting infantry, etc. Yeah. Or even a proper anti-tank helo. Proper is relative, but at least Kokons and 8 of them. There are lots of choices. This is also, I mean, I guess I still don't think that these 15-point recon vehicles are really worth it most of the time. But then again, it's also not really a huge deal, so it's not like it's making the unit useless. I just feel that most of the time they're wasted points. Are these based on a map? I have no idea. Whoopsie. Oh, I got this bug again. I haven't had this one in a while. Yeah, let's just quickly Google. What's it called? RB-28 Falcon? Can't type for shit. Well, when I googled it, it led me to Aim for Falcon, which is maybe a different name. And it's based on the Aim 9 Sidewinder. Oh no, they were modified to carry those instead. I think the RB missiles that you might be thinking of is where is it? This one. The RB-75 is what you might be thinking of. Because I would be surprised that an anti-air missile would be based on an anti-ground missile. But that's just me, you know. I'm certainly not an expert, so maybe they are actually based on that, and I'm just talking a stupid shit. You know, Wargame, the community has enough experts who could tell you that. But yeah, good stream. First ranked game was weird, but I guess whatever. Then 10v10, where apparently the stream died in the middle of the game. And last game, well, that was certainly a very nice one. In hindsight, at first I wasn't really too interested in it, especially if I had known beforehand that I was playing against Baltic. There might have been a good chance I would have immediately surrendered. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the games. The stream should be up as VOD, probably at some point tomorrow. I really hope that the stream dying in the middle of it didn't fuck it up. Sometimes it does, and then the rest just disappears, or the VOD just bugs out and isn't useful at all. I don't know, it's YouTube. And yeah. Oh yeah, Eugen sometimes tend to have these unit icons to be kind of inconsistent and not very accurate, but that's not something that I really care about. In any case, hope you enjoyed it. I'll hopefully see you next time. Maybe I will just make a short video tomorrow, like a quickie again, based on extracting a dex from a replay file, since someone asked it in chat, and some people might not know it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you next time.